picture first. We have a
Can you hear me? And it's so good to feel like I'm in sequence. Kathy's a tough cookie. Yeah. I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of my mother, Jean Marilyn Larson, Sonny Schiffmann. And she would have loved to accept this in person herself. Who here has met Sonny? Awesome. You would know that she loved to tell stories, and I would like to share a short one about her myself. Perhaps due to some extreme family hardships in her childhood years, she fought off depression as a teen and then willed herself to forge a new identity, giving herself the nickname Sonny. And she lived up to it to the very end. In high school, she found peace and wonder in the words and visuals of an immersion booth at Clifton's Cafeteria in downtown LA. Beautiful tall trees along with a profound poem. But it cost $0.25 each time, which was a lot in the early 1940s. So she learned shorthand in order to write down the whole poem. I'm going to read a few lines. If you stand very still in the heart of a wood, you will hear many wonderful things. The snap of a twig, and the wind in the trees, and the whir of invisible wings. If you stand very still in the turmoil of life, and you wait for the voice from within, you'll be led down the quiet ways of wisdom and peace in a mad world of chaos and din. And there's so much more to this poem, but this was the most important poem for her. It became a big influence in her life, as well as helping open doors for her. Shorthand led to a typing class, which led to a high score on a CAA, Civil Aeronautics Administration test, when World War II broke out. And she spent 8 years working for the CAA in remote locations all over the western United States, with radio, weather, and codes as an emergency radio operator. In time, she found peace and wonder in flying, as well as camaraderie and colleagues in the 99s. She was able to give and share her joy of flying with the 99s, as well as to receive it. I am the oldest of her 4 sons. And the youngest son was her first student to solo after she received her flight instructor credentials. She flight instructed full-time for the next 18 years. And she was on the original committee with Claire Walters involved in establishing the Palms to Pines air race. Eventually, she followed her affinity for the wonder of tall trees to the Vancouver, Washington area, where she spent 25 of her last years with the Columbia Cascades 99s, sharing her passion and beloved Cessna 182 with high school girls and boys, Girl Scouts, and many others. I would like to especially thank Jane Roosevelt and Michelle Gertz for the efforts in nominating Sonny for this award.